my beautiful wife on our wedding day. I can't wait for our amazing journey to start. I can't wait to be standing there watching you walk down the aisle, knowing we have a perfect forever ahead of us. I already know that this day will be the best day of our lives, because I'm marrying you, the love of my life, my very best friend. I love you with all my heart and always will.
seated.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Sarah and James welcome you here today to Dunstan Hall Hotel on the happy occasion of their marriage. I'm sure that it means a great deal to them that you are here to share in their happiness and celebrate with them the beginning of their married life together. My name is Frances, and it's my pleasure and privilege to be conducting the ceremony here today on behalf of the Norfolk Registration Service. I'd also like to introduce my colleague, Jen, who will ensure all the legal formalities are completed correctly. This place, in which we are now met, has been duly sanctioned according to law for the celebration of marriages. The ceremony will be in accordance with the laws of this country, which requires the couple to declare their freedom to marry each other before they go on to make their marriage contract and promise to take each other as partners for life. You are here today to witness the marriage of Sarah Louise Campling and Richard James Jones. If any person here present knows of any legal impediment to this marriage, it must be declared now. Who gives Sarah to be married to James? Thank you. Sarah and James, before you are joined in marriage, I should remind you both of the solemn and binding nature of the vows that you are about to make. Marriage in this country means the union of two people voluntarily entered into for life to the exclusion of all others. Marriage is a promise of hope between two people who love each other, to share love and friendship, and to offer help and comfort in times of joy and in times of sorrow. Sarah and James will now declare there is no legal reason why they should not marry before they go on to complete their marriage contract. So Sarah, you're going to repeat these words after me, okay? I declare that I know.
I declare that I know.
Of no legal reason.
Of no legal reason.
Why I, Sarah Louise Campling.
Why I, Sarah Louise Campling.
May not be joined in marriage.
May not be joined in marriage.
To Richard James Jones.
To Richard James Jones.
Good, well done. James, your turn. I declare that I know.
I declare that I know.
Of no legal reason.
Of no legal reason.
Why I, Richard James Jones.
Why I, Richard James Jones.
May not be joined in marriage.
May not be joined in marriage.
To Sarah Louise Campling.
To Sarah Louise Campling.
Very good, well done. Now we come to your contracting list. This is the bit where you want to pass your flowers to Mum. That's it. Right, then hold hands and face each other. And remember, say these words to each other. Okay? Sarah, you're going to go first. I, Sarah Louise Campling.
I, Sarah Louise Campling.
Take you, Richard James Jones.
Take you, Richard James Jones.
To be my wedded husband.
To be my wedded husband.
Lovely. James, your turn. I, Richard James Jones.
I, Richard James Jones.
Take you, Sarah Louise Campling.
Take you, Sarah Louise Campling.
To be my wedded wife.
To be my wedded wife.
Lovely. Sarah, having taken James to be your husband, do you promise to be loving, caring and loyal to him for the rest of your life together?
I do.
James, having taken Sarah to be your wife, do you promise to be loving, caring and loyal to her for the rest of your life together?
I do.
Excellent, lovely. Right, this is where you can relax, because I'm going to do the reading. Okay? Sarah and James have chosen a reading, the Apache Wedding Blessing. Now you will feel no rain, for each of you will be shelter for the other. Now you will feel no cold, for each of you will be warmth to the other. Now there will be no loneliness, for each of you will be companion to the other. Now you are two persons, but there is only one life before you. May beauty surround you both in the journey ahead and through all the years. May happiness be your companion, and your days together be good and long upon the earth. Treat yourselves and each other with respect, and remind yourselves often of what brought you together. And if each of you takes responsibility for the quality of your life together, it will be marked by abundance and delight. Sarah and James have chosen to demonstrate their commitment by the giving and receiving of rings. A wedding ring is a symbol of the everlasting circle of love, truth and unity in which two lives are joined together. And Adam has the rings. Can I bring them forward? Whichever's comfortable. And so Sarah's going to take the ring first. Place it halfway along James's finger and then repeat after me. James, I give you this ring
James, I give you this ring
as a token of my love and affection
as a token of my love and affection,
and as a symbol of our marriage.
and as a symbol of our marriage.
Please wear it as a reminder
Please wear it as a reminder
of my love for you
of my love for you,
today, tomorrow, and in the years to come.
today, tomorrow, and in the years to come.
Lovely, and if you'd like to push the ring on. That's it. And if James has, James have the ring for Sarah. And the same thing, place it halfway along. And then repeat after me. Sarah, I give you this ring
Sarah, I give you this ring
as a token of my love and affection,
as a token of my love and affection,
and as a symbol of our marriage.
and as a symbol of our marriage.
Please wear it as a reminder
Please wear it as a reminder
of my love for you
for my love for you,
today, tomorrow, and in the years to come.
today, tomorrow, and for the years to come.
Lovely. Perfect, well done. May these rings always remind you both of the promises you have made to each other today. We'll now have the second reading from Captain Corelli's mandolin, and that's from Jen.
Love is a temporary madness. It erupts like volcanoes and then subsides. And when it subsides, you have to make a decision. You have to work out whether your roots have so entwined together that it is inconceivable that you should ever be apart. Because this is what love is. Love is not breathlessness, it is not excitement. It is not the promulgation of eternal passion. This is what being in love, which any fool can do. Love itself is what is left over when being in love has burned away. And this is both an art and a fortunate accident. Those that truly love have roots that grow towards each other underground, and when all the pretty blossom have fallen from their branches, they find that they are one tree and not two.
Thank you, Jen. Sarah and James have exchanged vows today, both as a legal act and as a personal commitment. From this time, they go forward as two people, but sharing one life, and we hope that their love will grow and strengthen even more over the coming years. Today will be a milestone in your lives, which you can look back on with happiness and pride. From this day, may the ordinary things you share become special, and the special things great. Cherish your love for each other. Enhance the potential you have as individuals and as a couple, and look to the future with a commitment that grows deeper and stronger as the years pass. Sarah and James, you have both made the declarations that are prescribed by law and formed a solemn and binding contract with each other in the presence of your guests here today. I am delighted to declare that you are now husband and wife. Congratulations, you may kiss your bride. I'll now hand over to Jen for the signing of the schedule. Please remain seated and chat if you wish. And just a reminder, no photographs or filming at this point in the ceremony, please. There'll be an opportunity afterwards. Yes, okay.
have your glass? Yes. You haven't got anything? Yeah, it's that time, guys. Okay, right, good evening, everyone. For those that I haven't had the pleasure to meet yet tonight, my name is Adam. And James, I've got to say, it is wonderful that you have finally admitted to everyone, I am the best man. And I'm not going to lie, mate, I'm going to really, really enjoy the next 10 minutes. You guys have no control on this. But no, I hope everyone's had like a really nice time today so far, and that you're good. You're going to continue to do so throughout the rest of the day and, well, the evening now. And I just want to apologise in advance if I ruin that for anyone in the next 5 minutes. And speaking of 5 minutes, it's often said that the best man's speech is the worst 5 minutes of the groom's life. I'm also told that the worst 5 minutes of the bride's life come when everyone's gone home. By all accounts, it's a pretty difficult task to select your best man. And James had a tough time this. His first choice, his funniest friend, said no. He then went to his cleverest friend, and he got turned down again. And James thought, you know what, third time's a charm. And went to his most handsome friend, but he was shot down yet again. By now, James was getting pretty desperate, and that's when my phone rang. And when I heard him down the phone, I couldn't tell him no for the fourth time. And as best man, on behalf of me, the bridesmaids, the ushers, the flower girl, and everyone else here today, I'd just like to say thank you to you both for asking us to be involved in your day. It's one of the most important days of your life, and we're really, really glad that we are here with you. I can only hope that everything today has exceeded your expectations and will continue to do so. Big shout out to the bridesmaids. Not only you guys are looking wonderful, but you've done a fantastic job today. You've helped Sarah with anything and everything she's needed, and you made sure she actually turned up.
No mean feat.
Just. I mean, I was told 15 minutes late was on time, so. Indeed, the bridesmaids come second only to the beautiful bride, who I'm sure you all agree is looking simply stunning. And James, well, James is just looking stunned and simple. I've got to say sorry, Sarah. It's the best I could do with him. I'm a best man, not a miracle worker. And Sarah, nothing I need to say to you. I think that you've made an utterly fantastic decision today. This is one of the most important decision days of your life. This is an amazing venue. So, James and I met way back in 2003, although apparently it was 2004, when we were both fresh-faced and worried-free. Having known James for about 20 minutes, I can honestly say that James is a great guy. He's handsome, brilliant, funny, intelligent, and... James, what's this say? I can't read your writing, mate.
You're looking at yourself again, aren't you?
Yeah. Now, as I said, we met in 2003. We'd both moved to Cardiff for university. I went to the proper university and James went to the other one. Our paths crossed quite early on when we realised that we're definitely going to need to have a part-time job to pay for all the alcohol we wanted to drink. So we both started working at the local McDonald's. On our first shift, we had together our eyes locked over a pile of lukewarm burgers and soggy fries. And I said hi to him, and he replied to me in what felt like a foreign language. Turns out it was English, but just English butchered by his Welsh accent. And yet, despite living in Norwich for the best part of 10 years, he's still desperately clinging to that twang. But anyway, thus started a glorious bromance that survived almost 20 years and many 600-mile round trips. We found that we both had an appreciation of pretty much all the same things. However, there were a few things we didn't agree on, namely that football is better than rugby, which it is. No, it's not. And England being better than Wales at everything, which they are. But we didn't let that. We didn't let that get in our way. Now, I could stand here and spend the next 5 minutes just talking about James's lack of driving abilities, all the time he spent trying to become an architect. But I won't. If you want to know about it, I'll see you at the bar later. James has always thought of himself as a bit of a techno wizard. It's not really. And in reality, it's more an all the gear, no idea scenario. And as his go-to IT expert, I'd get a call probably every other week with some new issue he had. Normally, I'd be able to help him over the phone, but well, generally with the old turn it off and on again trick. But one time he called me and his computer wouldn't even turn on, and he'd been trying to fix it for hours. I just had a very, very long shift at McDonald's, and James lived half an hour away in the wrong direction. It was late, it was dark, and I'd had enough of people for the day. Anyone that's worked in hospitality will know how you feel. So big shout out to anyone that's working tonight. We really love you. Thank you. And we are sorry in advance. To be fair to him, when I got there, he was right. The computer wouldn't turn on. Tried the button a couple of times, to no avail. It was time to put my computer science degree to good use, I thought. But I thought, you know what? Let's try one simple thing first. Let's check it's plugged in. So, as you can guess, I got down, had a look around behind, and hanging limply from the wall was the power cable. Not plugged into the computer.
So exaggerating.
Needless to say, I was less than impressed. 3 months later, James calls me again, saying his computer isn't turning on again. Obviously, I asked him, is it plugged in this time? And he promised me repeatedly that yes, it was plugged into the computer. So yet again, I risked life and limb to travel to the dark side of Cardiff and take a look. And credit to him, power cable was connected to the computer. It just wasn't connected to the wall this time.
Again,
Ethan, you got blamed for that one.
well, probably.
But maybe it's because I'm a 5-hour drive away now, or maybe because Sarah is so used to all of these problem exists between keyboard and chair issues every day. But James doesn't call me for tech help anymore. And for those of you that are taking advice from James, take it with a pinch of salt. Jokes aside, James, I just want to say how lucky you are. You'll leave here today with a wife that is warm, loving and caring. A wife who is funny and radiates beauty, kindness and sarcasm wherever she goes. Sarah, how lucky you are today to leave here today with a gorgeous dress and a lovely bouquet. But no, if I can impart some advice, I do have a few simple tips for how best to deal with our James. But to be fair, you probably do know them all. So, number 1, if James has said he's done something, check. Number 2, keep James fed. He gets pretty hangry. Number 3, keep James watered, preferably with Guinness. Number 4, let James watch Wales play rugby. And when they inevitably lose to England, don't rub it in too much. And lastly, number 5, if James has said he's done something, check again. No, but James, I've seen you grow from a very immature 18-year-old to an only partially immature 37-year-old. You've been an utterly fantastic friend to me, and you've been a brilliant dad to Ethan and Ryan, and I know that you're going to be an amazing husband to Sarah, as long as you listen to her. I'm truly happy that you've both met each other. I feel privileged to have been asked to be your best man today, and it's been an absolute honour. In each other, you found not only a best friend, but a confidant and someone to help you through those tough moments in life. Someone that's going to be there laughing with you every step of the way. You found your perfect partner, your soulmate, your husband and your wife. So, if I could, I will please ask you all to be upstanding. If we could all raise our glass, please, to the newlyweds. Sarah and James.
Thank you. Thank you.
Cool. Thank you, Adam.
You going to pass it over? Huh? You going to hand it over?
No, do that one. You can have that one later.
Right. So, yes, I'm going to stand up.
You like it. Do you want a ding, ding, ding?
Yeah, I'll bet a ding, 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 aren't I? No, that's not even ding.
Hold the stem.
Thanks, Adam. Thank you.
what I'm here for, mate.
Always there.
Advice again.
Yeah, good advice. Right. So, you know, I don't have anything.
He hasn't
So-
written it down.
So,
The pressure is on.
you know,
It's
I'm
not
already,
being
already,
filmed.
already making mistakes. I've been married 5 minutes and I've not prepared my speech, as recommended by my beautiful wife. But honestly, I'm just going to say thank you to everybody here today for coming. It's a pleasure to have you all here with us. It's great that you've all made the effort to come from far and wide, West Wales, Portugal, yeah. Great Yarmouth. But yeah, we're really appreciative of how much you've all done to come here and help us out. I know it's been a bit of a quick turnaround than everybody expected, because we were talking about having the wedding in July, but brought it forward and you've all managed to make it here, and we're really, really appreciative of that. I want to thank the staff at Dunstan Hall. You've done a brilliant job. We're so appreciative of obviously everything you've done. You've gone above and beyond to make sure that our day is going smooth. To our suppliers, the photographers, the videographers, they've been great with us all day, despite how awkward we are and how demanding we've been. So we'd like to thank you for that as well. Yeah, so I'm using my thoughts. I know.
Do you want me to get a pen and pass you some notes?
No, I don't need notes. Obviously, there's some people who aren't be able to come and join us today. Some important members of the family, but I know they've been able to see some videos and photos of the ceremony, and we're really glad for those people who've obviously been able to share those with them already. So, one last thing I want to do, and I'm going to keep it short and sweet. I just want to thank my beautiful bride. She's beautiful, she's stunning, she's clever. I love her more than anything ever. She's my best friend. She's my support. She helps drive me to be better. And I'm just going to look forward to spending the rest of my life with you, to make you as happy as you make me.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Hi guys, so I've got a... Sorry? I think James may have actually read my speech notes, because
No.
you're going to be sitting here thinking there's a bit of deja vu going on here, and I'm starting to regret going last in the speech order. So, did you look at my notes? No. Okay. Right, so, first of all, thank you all very much for being here today. I still think he's looked at my notes because he's also said that. But anyway, to help us celebrate our wedding. Thank you to everyone who has helped us with planning the wedding. So special mentions go to Jade, my bridesmaid, and Leanne, my maid of honour, from my bridal party, who have been amazing in helping me get quotes for things and getting things organised, because for those of you who know me, I'm a very disorganised person. So luckily, two of my closest friends are the most organised people I've ever met. Thank God for that, because today wouldn't have happened without you guys, so thank you so much. You've been absolutely fantastic. Yeah. I speak the truth. I'm nothing if not honest, so thank you so much, guys. You've been absolutely incredible. Thank you. So it's not just Leanne and Jade who have been helping us all today. My mum made the cakes. Actually, you can see we've got actually 4 cakes, as you can see over here. My mum has made these herself, so thank you so much, Mum. It's absolutely beautiful. You've done a great job. My auntie Karen has been our creative director for the day. So Karen has been helping with the goodie bags and getting things sorted, like the confetti stand and getting all the sweets and everything set up. So thank you, Karen. And again, as James said, thank you so much to the staff at Dunstan Hall. You guys have had the patience of saints while we have asked you stupid questions, repeated stupid questions, changed our minds 6,000 times, and just been, quite frankly, a pain in the backside. So thank you guys, Dunstan Hall. And I have to say, the food is actually fantastic, and I've heard so many people say that, so thank you to the kitchen staff as well. So absolutely brilliant. So thank you guys, that's been amazing. Okay, so James kind of alluded to this in his speech, but some of you may not realise we actually brought the wedding forward because one of my relatives is terminally ill. So we were hoping that person could be with us here today. Unfortunately, they were too poorly to make it. And again, as James said, luckily we were able to live stream to that person. So that was really good. So thank you to Karen, our sort of family videographer for the day. So thank you for doing that again, Karen, much appreciated. So this person who can be here today, it's my grandmother, and she's really important to me. So she can't be here today, but I've included some Easter eggs, and that's a gaming term, not a chocolate term, just for those who are not familiar. So I've included a few little Easter eggs so that she's still kind of included. So, for example, you may notice on your name cards there are blossoms, and also on the boards at the front. So when I was growing up, my nanny and granddad lived in a house where they had beautiful blossom trees, and they would fall in the spring and they would look like confetti on the floor. So I kind of figured from that perspective it'd be nice to have some blossoms here to sort of remind us of my nanny. So that's why I've chosen that design. And today I'm also wearing some earrings that my nanny and my parents bought me for my graduation in 2014, and my veil is something that my nanny bought me as well. So she can't be with us here today, but I've got some little things incorporated to kind of feel like she is here a little bit. So yeah, that's as close as we can get, unfortunately, but So I've tried to incorporate her a little bit in that way. So if it's okay with you guys, I'd like to raise a toast to my nanny. She can't be with us today, but bless her, she's well missed. But yeah, cheers to Nanny, to absent friends and family. Thank you. Okay, so that's the depressing bit of the speech over with. You'll be glad to hear. So yeah, that's the reason why the wedding's been brought forward for a year. I know some people are thinking, oh, is it a shotgun wedding? No, it's not. I've just eaten far too much food. It's not a shotgun wedding, I promise, guys. But there is another reason we're here, and that is James. James is the other reason we're here. Good news. So most of you probably know I met James at work. He was this super hot guy who would regularly walk past my office door, and I'd be like, who's he? So I was trying to subtly find out from my colleagues at work who this guy was. I'd never actually spoken to him before, and one of them asked me, is he the Welsh one? I don't know, I've never spoken to this guy before. So anyway, that went on for a while. Eventually found out he was the Welsh one. And, oh, by the way, he's single. Oh, hello. My ears pricked up. I was a little bit interested. Didn't think he was interested, though. He didn't really show any interest until one day he added me as a Facebook friend. And the rest, as they say, is history. Facebook friends, oi oi sausage. Lovely. So yeah, James and I's story is kind of strange because before we met each other, we used to actually both be jealous of couples who were in love and happy, and they sort of, you know, the ones who sort of finish each other's sentences, the ones who you really want to make you feel quite sick when you see them. We used to hate those people, and because really neither of us had actually experienced it before with other in our previous relationships, and we thought it only exists in fairy tales or on TV, so we're both a bit bitter about it. And now it's happened to us, and we're just really super smug about it. Like, and we're like, oh look, we're those people we used to hate. And we judge ourselves a little bit, but we're having too much fun laughing and finishing each other's sentences in nauseating fashion to really give two hoots about it, really. I think that's fair to say. So I'd like to finish my speech with a short poem I've written, except I'm not sure if it's actually a poem or if it's just a really short story, but hey, whatever. But either way, I've written a few words to try and summarise how I feel, which is not something I'm very good at, so this may be a bit rubbish, but let's just go with it. So for any trivia fans with us today, see if you can spot the two sentences from a very popular 90s naughty sitcom that I've actually plagiarised. Please don't sue me. Warner Brothers, thank you. Right, are we ready? Okay, this might be a little bit cheesy, so apologies in advance. Right. Don't be sick. Right. You are the calm to my storm, the water to my fire, and the order to my chaos. Although we are different in many ways, our relationship is based on mutual love, respect, and fun. For these reasons and many more, you make me happier than I ever thought I could be, and if you'll let me, I'll spend the rest of my life trying to make you feel the same way. I love you. So, lastly, I'd like to raise a toast to my new husband, James. I love you very much. Thank you. Cheers.
James.
And can anyone guess what the sitcom was where I blatantly plagiarised? Yes! This is why you guys are here. You guys are my people. Thank you, everybody. Woo. Lovely. Blimey. That was full on. What's next? Cake?
Drawing me in and you kicking me out. You got my head spinning. No kidding, I can't pin you down. What's going on in that beautiful mind? I'm on your magical mystery ride, and I'm so dizzy, don't know what hit me, but I'll be alright. My head's underwater, but I'm breathing fine. You're crazy and I'm out of my mind, 'cause all of me loves all of you. Love your curves and all your edges, all your perfect imperfections. Give your all to me, I'll give my all to you. You're my end and my my beginning. Even when I lose, I'm winning. 'Cause I give you all of me, and you give me all of you. Oh, how many times do I have to tell you? Even when you're crying, you're beautiful too. The world is beating you down. I'm around through every mood. You're my downfall, you're my muse, my worst distraction, my rhythm and blues. I can't stop singing, it's ringing in my head for you. My head's underwater, but I'm breathing fine. You're crazy and I'm out of my mind. 'Cause all of me loves all of you. Love your curves and all your edges, all your perfect imperfections. Give your all to me. I'll give mine.
I took an arrow to the heart. I never kissed a mouth that tastes like yours. Strawberries and something more. Ooh yeah, I want it all. Lipstick on my guitar. Fill up the engine, we can drive real far. Go dancing underneath the stars. Ooh yeah, I want it all. Got me feeling like I wanna be that guy. I wanna kiss your eyes. I wanna drink that smile. I wanna feel like like my soul's on fire. I wanna stay up all day and all night. Yeah, you got me singing like, ooh, I love it when you do it like that. And when you're close up, give me the shivers. Oh baby, you wanna dance till the sunlight cracks. And when they say the party's over, then we'll bring it right back. And we'll say, ooh, I love it when you do it like that. And when you're close up, give me the shivers. Oh baby, you wanna dance till the sunlight cracks. And when they say the party's over, then we'll bring it right back. Into the car, on the backseat in the moonlit dark. Wrap me up between your legs and arms. Ooh, I can get enough. You know you could tear me apart, put me back together and take my heart. I never thought that I could love this hard. Ooh, I can get enough. Ooh, you got me feeling like I wanna be that guy. I wanna kiss your eyes. I wanna drink that smile. I wanna feel like like my soul's on fire. I wanna stay up all day and all night. Yeah, you got me singing like, ooh, I love it when you do it like that. And when you're close up, give me the shivers. Oh baby, you wanna dance till the sunlight cracks. And when they say the party's over, then we'll bring it right back. And we'll say, ooh, I love it when you do it like that. And when you're close up, give me the shivers. Oh baby, you wanna dance till the sunlight cracks. And when they say the party's over, then we'll bring it right back. Baby, you burn so hot, you make me shiver with the fire. You got this thing we started.